Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to The Long Dark. In this episode, I decided we're going to do something a little bit different than the standard, just going to all these houses in this little coastal township area, and we are going to go up to the abandoned outlook that is in the coastal highway map. So let's go ahead and start that long journey. It's quite a trip. A little bit far, so it's going to take us a little bit of time, and more than likely we're going to have to spend the night up in the lookout. So a couple things since we've played this last. The game has been updated quite a bit, actually. The wolf over there, I'm going to avoid it. The game has been updated quite a bit. It's a little there's been a lot of changes. I haven't quite looked over all of them. I've just been pretty busy lately. Oh god, it sounds like it's running after me. Where is it? There it is. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah, you made me do it. Do we have time? Maybe? How long is that going to take? 50 minutes? That's a long time. Let's get this hide, because it is useful. So we can come back for that meat later. It's going to be frozen, but we don't really have a choice. Hey, the sun's coming out. So yeah, the game's been updated quite a bit, and alright, this is the path. So yeah, the game's been updated quite a bit. I think they said one of the biggest updates in a while, so it's pretty exciting. Haven't looked over everything that's changed, but one of the things that's changed with me is I am using a controller now. This is the first time I've played this game with a controller, but obviously, as you guys know, it's coming out, or it might already be out for the Xbox One. I'm not sure. I think it might already be out. But I thought, well, let's see how the controller is. And I was a little concerned because I thought, well, it could be bad just because some games that kind of start off with mainly on PC, you know, keyboard and mouse and everything, and then get over to controller, it gets to it cannot be great. The integration cannot be great. But I gotta say, this is actually really, really nice. And I think it's gonna be a lot easier to do some of the things that you kind of forget about. Like, I keep forgetting that dropping like a decoy when a wolf is after you, if you don't have any bullets, I keep forgetting that's the thing. You can drop a piece of food, and I'm pretty sure there was a button for it on the keyboard, but you don't remember that kind of thing. But with this, it's just down on the D-pad. And for some reason, for me, maybe because I grew up playing consoles and not computers, but it seems that remembering controls on a controller is a little more easier than trying to remember controls on a keyboard. I don't know. Also, the keyboard has so many buttons, you know, you never know. Like, the controller is a little more simplified. So, yeah, new symbol, that little like wind with the guard on it. I'm assuming I'm being shielded from the high winds because of my clothes. That's the only thing I can really think of. So yeah, no, the controller support's actually really, really nice. It's very, very good. So I don't know if I'm most likely am gonna stick with playing this game on the controller from now on. I do wish the sensitivity is up to 100, and this is me turning as fast as I can. I do wish it was up even higher. I know this isn't an FPS, but I feel like in situations, you know, it might be a little bit necessary to turn a little bit more. So maybe like increasing the amount of sensitivity would be nice. So that way, you know, I can turn it down if it's not, but like cranking it up all the way and then still not it being where I kind of prefer it to be. That's the only thing that I would change, is just being able to make it even higher. Other than that, I mean, it's actually really nice. It works out very well, so I am pretty excited. I wonder if we can see the outlook. No, I don't think so. Okay, so we got to kind of follow these wooden barriers around here. Oh, look, a deer. Yeah, we got to kind of follow these wooden barriers up and around this path. It's quite a journey, but We're coming across some cabins on the path that we'll probably stop off at. So yeah, we're holding like 46 pounds out of 66. So we got like 20 free pounds. And the reason I decided to go to the outlook over these little houses is I figured we can search houses and we can get some stuff that we already have. You know, we can get a bunch of clothes and water and granola bars and whatnot, but it's nothing that we don't already have. And it's not that it's not good to get more stuff. It is. It's just, why not go to somewhere where I'm pretty sure last time I was in the outlook area, it was oh, why is this shelf? Oh, very interesting. Oh, so you can get reclaimed wood by breaking it down using the hatchet. Oh, that makes a ton of sense. You can do the table, you can do the anything wooden. No, probably not the bed. The bench. Wow, that is a massive improvement. Because that's one thing I thought. The hatchet is good for one thing, which is, you know, just foraging for wood. So that is a good. I didn't even think about that. I actually left the hatchet behind because I was like, well, there's no point in me carrying it. You know, there's nothing going on. I'm not gonna need a hatchet for any reason. So I actually left it behind, but that's actually really good. All right. So we're not gonna find anything too crazy in here. Just the standard, you know, beans and whatnot. No, firewood. That's nice. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. Being able to break all that stuff down and get reclaimed firewood. I always wondered, I was like, where does reclaimed firewood come from? It's just random bits of wood laying around. You're like, well, you know, all the wooden furniture makes sense. You're like, well, why can't I burn that? Well, you can now, and that is awesome. So, good. That was a good idea. Insulated vest. I don't know if I can wear this, but I'll try. Oh god, that kind of scared me. I didn't notice it. I saw it on the side of the screen. I was like, nothing on these guys. Great. Okay. Perfect. I'm just gonna check real quick. Insulated vest. Can I wear this? No, it's gonna replace my jacket, and it's not as good by any means, so. Okay. Keep going. Keep this journey going. It's gonna be. I don't think we're not quite halfway yet, but we're getting there. So we just got to keep pushing on. Kind of want to shoot the deer, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna open up a drink real quick. So don't mind that. All right. I just realized I had a drink here and I had a cup with ice in it, and I was like, well, that's going to be melted by the time I'm done with this, so I better use it. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go all the way up there, and I'm pretty sure it's going to loop back around, because I think the hideout is like up over this area. So, probably don't need the gun out anymore. Keeping it out because that town is just so many wolves. Excuse me. Oh, we didn't check our snare. Dang, we should have done that. Forgot about that. Maybe we can do that when we get back. I don't know if we're going to... I don't know if we're going to get back in this episode or maybe the next one. It really depends on how long it takes us to get up there, what time it is, you know, all that sort of stuff. Preferably, I wouldn't like to be gone too long. I would like to be back at the main area. So another thing, I'm trying to think of what to do next. Obviously, we want to get to the new area. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of cheated, and I know where the new area is. So I know how to get there. And I might just... yeah. I know how to get there, but I just don't... I want to get there so I can unlock it, if that makes sense, right? So that way I can play in that new area and experience it if anything were to happen. Because it would suck to get this far and not get into the new area. But at the same time, you know, I kind of want to... I don't know. Go there when I am ready. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So I know how to get there. And spoilers is we're actually going to be kind of close to it from being at the lookout. So we might just kind of pop our head in there for a second just to unlock it, because it would really suck to get this far and survive this long and have something happen where we then totally lose the option of going to the new area and unlocking it and being able to go back and play it. So I might just pop in there just to unlock it. But I was trying to think of what we want to do, you know, goal-wise. Obviously, I'm not really ready to leave this area yet. Coastal Highway is not really, for me, I'm not done exploring it. It still needs some stuff that I need to get from here before I'm ready to go on. So another thing is I left a bunch of hides and guts and stuff like that drying in the dam back in the first area. So we might, in the next couple of episodes, we might make a trip back to the dam and pick up all the stuff we left behind to cure, because then we could possibly spend the time making, because we already have deerskin boots, we can possibly spend the time making like deerskin pants or something like that. I have a pretty good jacket. I'm feeling pretty confident with the jacket. I'm just the pants, I found cargo pants. They're good, but they're not ideal. So we might be making a trip back there to pick that up, which I definitely want to at some point, because I don't want to leave that stuff behind. That was a lot of hides that I left behind. So a pretty good amount of stuff. So we're at the abandoned outlook. Go ahead and let's go ahead and find out what we can get in this. Last time I was here, that was a long time ago. Last time I was here, we found some really good items here. Some really good items. I just want to take a moment and look at this view. So this is it. This is Coastal Highway. Pretty crazy, pretty big. I don't know if you can see town from here. No, I don't think so. Okay. Let's just walk around the outside. All right, I don't think there's anything. All right. Flipped upside down chair. Hatchet to break down reclaimed wood. That is definitely handy. Magnifying glass, why not? Nothing on the bed. Reclaimed wood. Cold pork and beans. The last thing to check is this cabinet. If there's nothing really good in this cabinet, it wasn't the greatest trip. So, orange soda? Well, that kind of sucks. We walked all the way over here for 3-4 pieces of reclaimed wood, beans, and a soda. So, it wasn't a total waste, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought at least we were going to get a box of ammo. That's kind of what I thought. So let's just check our weight real quick. 58 out of 66. We're doing all right. Let's go ahead and eat some food. What are calories? 1,600. Let's go ahead and eat these salty crackers. And we'll probably find something else to eat. Why not? Let's eat this candy bar and we'll drink some soda, which was probably a bad idea. And we'll drink the water because we are pretty thirsty. Get our condition. There we go. So, yeah, I forgot to mention last time, if you guys watched the end of the episode, the last episode, I was mentioning that we were kind of in a good position and things were going well. And I was like, well, as long as we don't get something stupid happening, we should be fine and we shouldn't need to worry about anything. I had stopped recording and I was going through my inventory and I was, searching through a bunch of stuff and kind of deciding what to keep with me and what to drop off and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, while you do that, you go through a couple hours in game and, my guy got hungry. So I ended up eating, I can't remember what it was. I think it was, what was it? It was something stupid. I think it was like salty crackers or like a can of sardines, or it was something that was like, I don't even know why. But I ended up getting food poisoning. Literally right after, I'm like, well, as long as we don't get something like food poisoning or something that we can't really, control, I was like, we should be fine. And I got food poisoning. And I was like, well, great. I stuck my foot in my mouth there. But it was fine. I was there with all my supplies. I literally just had to take some antibiotics and sleep for like 10 hours. So it wasn't that bad. So I know you're thinking, why are we going this way instead of going back? This is the way to the new area. And I'm just going to pop my head in, make sure that we actually get into the Pleasant Valley. Sure, there's probably going to be a median like there was previously. But if there is, we'll kind of decide if we want to keep going or not. I want to get to the new area to at least unlock it. I don't want to go there. I'm not ready. I don't have enough supplies on me. It would be a stupid idea to do it. So I just don't want to get this close to it and miss out. Oh, here it is. And it looks a little bit different than it did in the video that I watched. Okay. Is this the same? Abandoned mine. This seems like a horrific idea.